Peace, guys. How you guys doing? Welcome to the Mind is the Altar. For those who are new, welcome, and you might feel free to subscribe if you're new. If you already subscribed, as always, you know what it is. It's Friday, and congratulations if you just now tune in to the Mind is the Altar. Well, you're in the right place. Congratulations, and welcome to the Mind is the Altar. See, I always say you and I, we have a lot to talk about, and that's true. But today, I want to start with why are we afraid of the dark? I'm going to say it again. Why are we afraid of the dark? Lights off, we terrified, running around, scared, looking left, right. We always think the worst in the dark. Who here, is afraid of the dark till today? Or who's here that used to be afraid of the dark, but once they came to understanding of the dark and the light, the balance of the universe, they're not any longer afraid of the dark. That's me, okay? I'm not going to sit here and say I never used to be afraid of the dark. I used to turn off the light. I used to turn on the light just to go to the bedroom, from the bedroom to the bathroom. And if it's dark, I used to run. But I came over that fear because now I understand the dark is not as bad as we all think. Because we were programmed everything dark is bad. You see a black cat is bad. In the darkness is bad. You see an eagle or something like a blackbird or something. Everything that's dark, we are programmed to think that is dark. I'll be damned. That is all wrong. See, everything that's dark is not always dark, like dark magic. Everything is dark. It's not always bad luck. Everything is dark. It's not always demon or evil. But you got to understand one thing, though. The universe, it needs a balance. The universe, we have the yin and yang, and we have light, and we have darkness, and we have light, and we have day and night. Without the other, the universe will not survive. If you didn't know about the dark, you won't know about the light. Now, why are you afraid of the dark? Let me tell you why we're afraid of the dark, by the way. See, we spent 9 months in our mother's womb, right? It was dark. I know what you're going to say. We were young, we didn't know. But let me give you a better example then. When we go to sleep, tonight before you go to sleep, right? You have to close your eyes. You have to close your eyes because once you close your eyes, you're not seeing anything, right? Unless you're like me, because sometimes when I close my eyes, I'm seeing visions. But once you close your eyes, until you fall asleep, until you start dreaming, it's dark. But you have to go through this darkness in order for you to go into the dream world. Then there's light, right? Now everything has to do with your conscious and subconscious mind. Let me tell you what kind of tricks the minds play. Let me tell you exactly why we're afraid of the dark. What happens when it's dark? See, our mind is needing something. Our mind, it has to focus on something daily. When you look at the chair, we know there's a chair over there. You look at your house, you know that's your house. You see the red light, So everything, your mind is already programmed and calculated, so it's used to it. But here's when your mind hates it. When there's nothing to focus on, everything becomes unknown. And once your mind, it realized that this unknown, everything that is around it, it doesn't know anything. Once your mind, it senses that it's unknown, like it's surrounded by unknown, then it messes with it messes with our imagination. So what I'm trying to say is, your mind, you always need something to focus on in order to keep everything balanced. But once there's nothing to focus on, once it's just dark, now the panic begins because your mind cannot make sense of anything. Everything is unknown. And then, as you know, we all fear the unknown because we don't know. So when it's dark, your mind, it goes into I want to say a defense mechanism. It creates all this scenario in your head. Or maybe there's a ghost, or maybe there's a demon. What if this? What if somebody's behind me? And all this, it comes from our experience, right? While we were young, all these movies, all the stories we heard happen in the dark. That's why kids be like, "There's a monster underneath my bed. Can you turn on the lights?" They sleep with the lights on. But even with the lights on, there will still be a monster underneath your bed. I'm not saying there's a monster underneath your bed. Don't quote me on that. But I'm just saying, let me tell you why. This is why I say you are a creator. See, when we're in the dark, we forget that we are a creator, okay? So when kids imagine a monster underneath the bed while it's dark, they can create their reality, and they can see the monster because they're really creating that, and with the all energy and the feeling, and you bring that to life. You bring that in your life. You are bringing that monster in your life. Even though it wasn't there, now the monster exists because you wanted the monster to exist because of the dark, right? So when we're in the dark in our mind, it's at a state of the unknown. It start creating shit. And then don't be surprised if you see a ghost, because your mind, it always wants to focus on something. When there's nothing to focus on, your mind, it will create something to focus on. Who's in control though? You are. Now, a lot of us, we're not afraid of the dark. Most of us who do rituals, spells, or candles, light candles in the dark, we're not afraid. Why? Because we know the dark means no harm. We know the dark, it is where we're from. We know in the dark you can manifest the good. You can manifest the light. You can manifest light in the dark. But that's if you're not afraid of the dark, right? So there's no harm in the dark. You know, if you sit for too long in the dark, if you meditate every day sitting in the dark, you can create a natural DMT, right? And then you start seeing, you go to this, you start experiencing a DMT experience just like anybody who took DMT. Because the dark, it creates light. There's a darkness in this light, right? But you have to go through the dark to see the other end. You have to go through the dark. You have to go through the dark to see what is on the other end of the tunnel. What is shining out there, right? But we were programmed that dark is bad because of the movie or mind experience. All this horror happens in the dark. We always think there's a robbery going on. We'll get robbed, or there's something bad will happen because it's just dark. Because our mind cannot make sense out of anything, because everything is just blacked, and our mind hates that. So we go in a panic mode. What you need to do around this time is remain calm. Don't overthink of anything. If you stand in the dark long enough, you'll feel like you are nothing but consciousness. Your body, you can't see it. You can't see your body, you can't see your clothes, you can't see your shoes, you can't see nothing. But you have one thing, your consciousness. You can think. Is that why we're afraid of death? So, don't be afraid of the dark. Do not. I will see you in my next video. I gotta cut this short. I'm running out of time. I will see you in 5-10 minutes on my next video. See ya. Have a good day.